Before we start, two quick things. First, this is subjective. This is my opinion. If you hate the order, good. Argue with me in your head the whole video. Second, the order changes the second the lottery balls bounce. Team fit matters. Front offices fall in love with different stuff. One team needs a lead guard yesterday, another team already has one and wants a forward who can guard 3 positions and hit shots. So yes, this list can swing depending on who lands where. With that out of the way, I want to do this like a real draft conversation. Honorable mentions first, then we go 5 to 1. And if you are one of those who are not subscribers, I'm not mad. I'm just saying you're about to watch me make enemies for free. Honorable mentions number 1, Michael Brown Jr., Louisville. If you want the cleanest bag, the cleanest handle, the purest get a bucket guard vibe, it's him. His season line sits around 17 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists a night. The efficiency has been rough, under 40% from the field, and that matters. But then he drops a game like the 45-point eruption against NC State. 10 threes, 10.
Couldn't get one off. Brown off the fake, lives and buries another one. He's had a half.
That's not a normal hot night. That's a coach is going to pretend he didn't see the shot selection because we need it kind of night. Michael is the guy who makes you understand why scouts talk about upside like it's a drug. The pull-up is real. The step back is real. The confidence is loud, sometimes too loud. But if you're a team starving for shot creation at the point guard spot, you're going to stare at him and start talking yourself into it. The catch is the same catch with most defensive first guards. Can he hold up defensively? Does the decision making settle down when NBA athletes start sitting on his moves? And does the field goal percentage climb when every scouting report becomes personal? If those answers go the right way, he's not staying outside the top 5 for long. Honorable mention number 2, Nate Ament, Tennessee. This one is the classic tools and flashes case. He's around 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists a night, and the efficiency is still a work in progress. But you watch the Alabama game, 29 points, and you see why people keep him in the top 5 conversation. 6'10", face-up game, some shooting touch, enough handling to attack a closeout without looking like a big guy trying to borrow a guard's moves. He has those games where you're thinking, okay, this looks like a modern forward. This looks like someone who can play next to a star, space the floor, defend, and still punish smaller defenders.
Actually, they went from 20 to 17, new pole release, and they climbed 3 spots. And Nate Ament climbs.
The reason he's not in my top 5 right now is consistency. I want more nights where the impact is undeniable. Not just scoring, but the little things that translate fast. Rotations, physicality, defensive playmaking. If he strings those together, he can absolutely jump somebody. Alright, now we get into my top 5. Number 5. Kingston Flemings, Houston. This is where people start yelling at the screen. Because yes, I know the top of this class is loaded with size and wings, but you still need someone who can run your offense, someone who can bend a defense with the dribble, someone who can get downhill, touch the paint, and make everybody else look better. Flemings gives you 16 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists a night on about 50% from the field. For a freshman lead guard, that efficiency is a big deal. He's not living off tough jumpers all game, he's getting to spots. And the big headline game is the 42-point explosion against Texas Tech. That's the night where people who weren't paying attention suddenly pretended they always believed.
Spins. Off the glass and in for 42.
If you watch him, the first thing you notice is burst. He gets into the lane, he forces help. Then the real test starts. Does he make the simple read every time? Does he hit the roller? Does he spray it to shooters on time? Does he keep his dribble alive without turning it into chaos? In Houston's system, you have to be tough. You have to defend at the point of attack. You have to handle physical pressure. He's showing that. The question for the NBA is the jumper volume and how the rim pressure translates when the lane is filled with 7-footers who move like wings. If he lands with a team that already has spacing and a real pick and roll big, he's going to look even better. If he lands with a team with 0 shooting, the same drives turn into traffic jams. That's why fit matters. Number 4. Caleb Wilson, North Carolina. This is the guy I think a lot of people are going to regret overthinking. He's around 20 points a night, basically 10 rebounds, and a couple assists on around 58% from the field. Those are your coach loves you numbers. And not because you're taking easy shots, because you're productive. He's 6'10", but he doesn't move like a statue. He can face up, he can attack a closeout, he can rebound in traffic, he can defend multiple spots, and he's had real statement moments. The Kansas game is the easy one to point to.
Last couple of years, and the long three won't go for Kyan Evans, but the follow will go.
Big numbers, real impact, and a welcome to the national stage vibe. What makes Wilson interesting is how scalable his game is. If you draft him to be the star, he can give you production. If you draft him to play next to a star, he still fits. He doesn't need to pound the ball to matter. He can cut, he can screen, he can crash, he can defend. The swing skill is the 3-point volume. If that becomes a real weapon, you're talking about a forward every team wants. If it stays low, he's still valuable, but he becomes more dependent on who he plays with. Number 3. Cameron Boozer, Duke. Boozer has the already built for this feel. He's around 23 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists on close to 58% from the field. As a freshman, that's ridiculous. And I know some people see a strong forward and immediately start comparing him to every polished big who ever played for a blue blood. But the thing with Boozer is the mix of power and feel. He scores inside, he can step out, he can pass. 4 assists a night from a big is not a cute stat. That's real offense running through you. That's double teams coming. That's cutters trusting you. That's guards playing off you. He's had monster games too. 35 points nights, double-doubles like it's routine, and he's doing it against real competition.
Very good. It'll be good. It'll be a good competition. No question about it.
What hands?
Defensively, he's not the type of athlete who's going to erase everything at the rim by himself, but he's sturdy. He holds position, he plays with balance, he rebounds, and if you put him next to length, he's going to look even better. Boozer's NBA fit is clear. Put him in a 4-out offense. Let him operate from the elbow. Let him short roll. Let him punish smaller defenders in the post. Let him make quick reads. If you draft him to be your hub forward, you're not guessing, you're building. Number 2. AJ Dybantsa, BYU. This is the ceiling makes you nervous pick. He's giving you about 24 points, 6 rebounds, almost 4 assists on about 55% from the field, and he's doing it as a big wing, the kind of body teams pay for. The game that jumps off the page is the 43-point night against Utah, and those aren't empty points. That's takeover stuff. That's your defensive plan is cute, now watch this stuff. The thing with Dybantsa is he can score at all 3 levels. He can get downhill, he can rise over contests, he can hit shots, he can create off the dribble.
I think Brad Brownell was happy with that possession.
Dybantsa and 1.
And the passing is better than people expect. Almost 4 assists a night means he's seeing the floor, not just hunting. He also has those games where you watch the first half and you're like, okay, he's good, but I don't feel it yet. Then the second half starts and he flips a switch. Suddenly the defense looks small, suddenly the rim looks closer, suddenly he's living at the line. The questions are normal for a top wing. How consistent is the jumper off the dribble from deep? How much does he settle? How does the physicality translate when NBA defenders don't move back an inch? If he lands with a team that gives him spacing and a real point guard, he's going to look like a monster early. If he lands on a team where he has to create everything with bad spacing, it might look messier at first, but the upside is obvious. Number 1. Darryn Peterson, Kansas. This is the pick that will get me yelled at by the Dybantsa people, and I accept my fate. Peterson is the safest bet to me because of what he is. A big scoring guard who looks like he can be a primary creator. He's around 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and those assist numbers might scare people who only look at the box score. But watch Kansas. The way he gets his points matters, the kind of shots he takes matters, the composure matters. He's had real standout games. 32 against TCU, 26 in 23 minutes against Baylor on absurd efficiency, and the UCF game where he hit 5 threes.
To shoot. Trey White, skip pass, Peterson, got it again!
That's power conference production, not just a beat up on a small school stat line. He has size, around 6'6", strong frame, enough athleticism, and the big thing is 3-level scoring. He can pull up, he can get to the rim, he can hit shots in the mid-range when defenses try to take away the paint, and he looks comfortable doing it. That comfort is what makes me buy him as a top pick. When a player looks like he knows exactly what he wants, it usually translates faster. The main concerns are durability and playmaking growth. If the hamstring stuff becomes a pattern, that changes everything. And if NBA defenses force him into more advanced reads, he has to keep improving as a passer. But as a prospect, he fits almost anywhere. You can play him next to another creator, you can let him run the show, you can use him in pick and roll, you can use him off movement, you can hunt mismatches because he's bigger than most guards. And if you're drafting at 1, you want the guy you can build the whole offense around without needing perfect conditions. So that's my list. Honorable mentions: Michael Brown Jr. and Nate Ament. Number 5, Kingston Flemings. Number 4, Caleb Wilson. Number 3, Cameron Boozer. Number 2, AJ Dybantsa. Number 1, Darryn Peterson. And now I want to hear your list, because I already know somebody is going to say Boozer should be 1, and somebody else is going to say I'm crazy for not having Ament in the top 5. Also, one reminder before you type like you're about to fight me in a parking lot: this depends on who gets the picks. If a team already has a franchise guard, they might take the forward. If a team needs a lead creator, they might reach for the guard. If a team has spacing, one of these guys looks better instantly. If a team has no spacing, the same player suddenly looks overrated. That's the draft. That's why it's fun. And that's